So last night, Scripps Ranch Theater opened their current production called Tiny Beautiful Things, and it appears that audiences, well, they're loving the production so far. Joining us here in studio to share more about Tiny Beautiful Things is Susan Clausen, a publicist for Scripps Ranch Theater. Susan, good morning. Thanks for dropping in.
Good morning. Thanks for having me in.
How was it yesterday?
Oh, it's so good. It's such a wonderful production. I don't know if you're familiar with Cheryl Strait, is the author of the book. She also wrote Wild, that memoir about the Pacific Crest Trail. Well, she wrote this book, and it's about her experience as an advice columnist. And it's a true story.
So these are true stories.
Absolutely. And so it was her experience for 2 years with people writing into her their innermost, questions and her responses to them. And then it was adapted to the stage by Nia Vardalos, who wrote My Big Fat Greek Wedding and starred in that. And so it's a beautiful piece. It's a really beautiful piece.
Yeah, I can only imagine some of the stories and the questions, being written in, and then to see that some of that anyway come to life on stage.
Oh, absolutely.
Tell us a little bit more about it, and we have some images to show of the cast too, and also talk about the cast.
Sure. So one of the really cool things about this story is like you say, they are true stories. So the lead actress Jill, she's fantastic, and she plays the role of Sugar, which is the advice columnist. And so people are writing in, and she's not a therapist. She wasn't a therapist. Cheryl Strait was not. She's a person with empathy and kindness and honesty. And that's really what the piece is about, is people sharing the things they're struggling with. And we all have those things in our life, right? We have loss, and how do we deal with that? Family, how do we deal with that? Love.
And that's her right there.
Yes,
I imagine.
there she is, right.
And the blue,
yes, and she's fantastic. They all are. And the other actors all play the people writing in and the issues that they have coming up in their life. And she deals with it by sort of telling stories about her own life that are very frank, very honest, and very empathetic, right? And so it's not just a touchy-feely feel-good. It's really heartfelt, and it's really it's something that I think everybody can access.
Now, why Tiny Beautiful Things? I mean, the name comes from what she is talking about, what she's advising?
Yeah, well, at the very end,
without giving it away. Yeah, without giving it away.
She talks about sort of how we all deserve those tiny, beautiful things, and to allow ourselves those things. And part of the conversation she's having with people is them trying to decide, should I make this change? Should I allow this person in my life? And there's humor in it too, because we all address those things in our life. Sometimes they're really sad, and sometimes they're really funny, and you have to embrace that. But the Tiny Beautiful Things is allowing yourself to say, yeah, I'm enjoying this moment, and I deserve to enjoy this moment, and these people, and this kindness around me. And it's a really connective sort of piece. It's also a connective space. Scripps Ranch Theater is about 118 seats, and there's only 4 rows there, so it's really intimate. You're right near the actors.
I bet you can feel the emotion, right?
Absolutely. And you can feel not just the emotion coming from the stage, and there's a lot, there's a lot being shared, but the people around you, and you hear them connecting to it, like, oh, yes, that happened in my family, or you hear them talking to each other even during it, which is great, because you're moving people, and they're leaving there thinking about something.
That's what you want.
Absolutely.
I bet. So Scripps Ranch Theater, real quick, for those aren't too familiar, is located where?
It's located on the campus of Alliant International University.
Okay. And
the Scripps Ranch Theater's been around for over 45 years. So people don't always realize what a rich theater community we have in San Diego. We're very lucky. We have some really talented performers, directors, production staff. I mean, it's incredible.
And Scripps Ranch Theater really does make, it plays an important role in the overall San Diego theater network, if you will.
Absolutely,
right?
Because there's a lot of overlap. Like, you might go to see a show at maybe something someone would be more familiar with, like La Jolla Playhouse. You might go to La Jolla Playhouse, and an actor from there might be then directing the next show at Scripps Ranch Theater. So there's a lot of talent overlap throughout the city, where people perform, direct, produce at multiple theaters and carry that talent across the community, which is a really special thing we have here in San Diego.
So the show is on, Tiny Beautiful Things, currently in production, and it's running through December 8th, which will be here before you know it. But
right. So it's Fridays and Saturdays
Fridays
at
and
7:30 or Sundays at 2 o'clock if you're a matinee person.
Oh, there you go. There are options. Fridays,
Absolutely.
Saturdays, and Sundays.
Yep.
What we'll do is we'll put some information on our website, KUSI.com, making it very easy for you to tap into Scripps Ranch Theater, get some tickets and support the arts, obviously, and have a good time and see a great production.
Absolutely.
At the same time. Susan, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
And have
Thank
a
you.
great Sunday.
Thank you.
All right.